We're honored to have back our first ever winner of the award. And I want to mention to him before he gets up here, Roy, this thing is not anchored. It's moving around. So be careful. Don't knock this thing off or it'll fall into Shimer and we're in big trouble. First and second time winner, 1980 and 81, first two-time winner. This is something you can't always hear about people when they're getting introduced to a banquet. He blocked for two Heisman Trophy award winners, Charles White and Marcus Allen. He was a first-round draft pick by the Dolphins in 1982. He was a two-time Pro Bowler. He played in 2 Super Bowls. He was the only player, this is kind of a neat thing too, to ever block for Joe Montana, Steve Young, and Dan Marino, who threw for like here to the moon and back yardage in their careers. Two last things that really impressed me. You know, again, we talk about why this award exists. It's to make sure the linemen get recognition, and we don't always give them what they're due. The internet blogger Finsider, which is the Miami Dolphins fan site, but it's a legit site, and they're passionate Dolphins fans. They list him as the 43rd best player in Dolphins history. That's a franchise that's been there since 1966. Has had a lot of great players. He's on the first team, 43 guys. He's on that first cut of guys, the best guys ever to pull on a Dolphin jersey. And better than that, and this really says something about him, and he has something in common with our offensive winner today as well. During his years at USC, at Miami, and his third team was a team down by the bay, I can't remember, but he was with them for a couple of years. When he played, the teams he played for went 154 and 64. 154 wins and 64 losses when you had him on the offensive line. That says really everything. I could have started and ended with that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seattle. First-time winner of the Morris Trophy, two-time winner of the Morris Trophy from 80 and 81, RoyFoster. Roy?
Good afternoon. I'm not very good at this. I'm actually got to catch a plane in about 15 minutes. But God, I haven't been back here in years. Seattle, Washington. God, it's been 35 years almost, 1980. And story of my life. You're looking at a kid from the inner city of Compton, California. Now, I thought I was going to be the next point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they weren't hiring 6'4", 260-pound guards at the time. So somebody said I need to play some football. And so, as the story goes, heck, I got the ball in my hand, I want to be running back. So I played fullback at 6'4", 260 pounds. Unheard of in the 70s, in the 80s, and till this day. But I wanted to play. Found the game very difficult to understand. Was just, I couldn't grasp the whole, the pads and the whole thing. I come from a basketball environment in a gym that's got air conditioning, things of that nature. And, I don't have coaches breathing down my neck and telling me to run faster and hit harder and all this other stuff. So I had to develop over time what that might be. I came to realize that maybe I should be an offensive lineman or be on the offensive line. So a coach came to me and said, "You know what, son, you can write your own ticket." And I never knew what that meant. I said, "Well, what do you mean write your own ticket?" He said, "Well, you can sign for everything and not pay for nothing." I said, "What do you mean? No cash?" I said, "No, you just sign for everything." And so I didn't understand that. And so I went on and left California, went to Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas also, Overland Park, Kansas. Started my 11th grade there, had a deaf in the family. And so we had to go there. As the story goes, they put me at fullback. And my senior year, I had about 1,100 yards. I was doing very well. And colleges started calling. And they started calling and sending letters and whatnot. And it was quite interesting. Some wanted me to play offensive line. Some said, "No, we'll take you at running back." And USC was one of those schools. So I went to USC. And I thought, well, shoot, I'm going to be another Sam Cunningham. I'll run the ball, shoot. I'm scoring touchdowns, all that stuff. Well, I was a running back for about an hour. Yeah, I was number 30 in the morning practice, and then I was number 64 in the afternoon practice. And I said, okay, this is how it is. Turns out they were lying to me from the get-go. I was the only one in the dark. And so I went along and I said, well, you know, I'm going to be here for a while. And I went home one day, I said, Mom, God, this is some tough stuff here. I don't know if I can. I wanted to quit. Actually, I tried to quit. And my mom said, you know what, digging ditches is a hard job. So, and I didn't know, what do you mean digging ditches? I said, well, okay, well, you need to hang in there. So I went back, hung in there. Things started to happen. And then the Morris Trophy came along. And I was raised by a bunch of women. I got 5 sisters, mother, aunt, whatnot, and all their girlfriends and whatnot. It's fitting that a lady would come up with the idea of this particular award. And I want to thank you, Tracy. Wow, unbelievable. And it's, as you know, it's voted by the players. So that's even higher, that your players and think you something special. You've done something well. Good seeing Fletcher and some of the guys like like Fletcher and myself, DeMarco, Zimmerman. There's been some great players that have had this award. And it's great to be here and be a part of all of this. I'm kind of saddened that I'm not playing point guard for the Lakers. It kind of all worked out. It is the trophy that I admire the most. I've got a few. I rank it up there with the Maxwell, the Playboy All-American, the Outland Trophy. This is a special deal. You guys take pride in this award, and I feel that. I feel the energy in this room. It's something that it takes a lot of hard work. I'm going to be watching you, young man. I think you're going to do well. You've got great parents. She's expecting a lot from us. I see the glow in her eye. That's something special, man. Make her proud and work hard. You will. Stay focused, and you're going to be fine. From the trophy on, I got a chance to sing the national anthem at one of the Heat games. And so that was quite interesting. Acapella. There's been a lot of things. I didn't forget the words, so thank God that all worked out. But God, my mom still cries to this day. She says, I want to see you do well. I want you to work hard and this and that. And I said, Mom, I want an award. She said, yeah? I said, yeah. They say I'm one of the best linemen in this pack. It was pack 8 then. I guess it went to 10 and now it's 12 as you know it today. But that award, it's the heaviest award I've got. I know that. It's a heavy deal. And I put them side to side. But gosh, it's been a long, long time. I can recall vaguely the ceremony. I remember Fletcher's and I's back in '81, and God, it's a humbling experience just to be a part of this group. And I'm glad you guys called me to be recognized for all this hard work and determination. You're going to do well, my friend. I'm looking to hear from you soon. And thank you very much. It's just been a great time. Thank you.
Thanks, Roy.